There's Michelle Yeoh's global viral speech, "Glorious Glory for Everything Everywhere All at Once." But Oscar 2023 is still too safe. The Oscars 2023 ceremony ended with a resounding victory in 7 categories of Everything Everywhere All at Once. On the evening of March 12, U.S. time, the 95th Academy Awards ceremony took place in the context that the American Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, AMPAS, is still struggling to find a way to renew the film award. Is also saving the viewership ratings that have been declining in recent years. Writing in Variety, writer Owen Gleiberman described the 95th Academy Awards as a safe, traditional, and outdated show. But this oldness is the perfect backdrop for Everything Everywhere All at Once's 14-year-old triumph on the awards night stage. A victory that has only been seen for 14 years by the public at the Oscars stage this year. The film Everything Everywhere All at Once surprised when it won 7 awards at the same time for Best Supporting Actress. Excellent original screenplay, and lastly, and most importantly, excellent film. Best Actress, Best Editing, Best Director. With the win at Oscar 2023, the work of the director pair Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert has entered film history as the third film in 95 years of this award to win 3 of the 4 awards for acting. After A Streetcar Named Desire, 1951, and Network, 1977. Before hitting theaters and earning more than $106 million from the global box office, Box Office Mojo figures. Everything Everywhere All at Once was just a mid-range film, a budget of $25 million, gathering faces Asian descent or not very well known or classified as a group past the peak of their career. A few months before Oscar 2023, Everything Everywhere All at Once competition for Best Picture is still like a guest move from AMPAS. However, as it is often said, impregnated with the underground to punch the elephant to death. The work can be compared to a colorful and eccentric buffalo child when placed next to the majesty of Avatar, The Way of Water. The tragic atmosphere of All Quiet at the Western Front, or the gloomy feeling of Tar, or the air of seriousness that emanates from any of the remaining contenders, are film critics' top picks. On the internet, audiences joked that Everything Everywhere All at Once won because it did what even in the wildest dreams people have never seen, getting Asian parents to say "Sorry, my child." But what is the truth? Everything Everywhere All at Once win shows AMPAS's new perspective. They opened their hearts to the youthfulness and tastes of the young audience, which is full of new ideas, crazy and bizarre, but also filled with insecurities and heartaches. As Gleiberman said in his article, Everything Everywhere All at Once strengthens the voice of Asian American actors and filmmakers in Hollywood, while also setting a new standard for films competing, and winning one at the Oscars. However, the film's victory also revived a tradition that had been lost at the Oscars for more than a decade. The last time the audience saw a movie with so many important awards at the same time in just one evening was the Oscars in 2009, with the success of Slumdog Millionaire, 2008. Slumdog Millionaire, directed by Danny Boyle, won a total of 8 Golden Statues, including awards for Best Director and Film. In the opinion of many experts, Oscar 2009 is also the last year that AMPAS really focuses on finding and awarding an excellent film instead of thinking about how to evenly divide the number of awards among 10 competing films. Oscar 2023 is the first time in 14 years that the Oscars actually give away instead of dividing the awards. Excellent movie. Besides Everything Everywhere All at Once won 7 awards, there are also other films in the top 10 Best Picture nominations that have to go away empty-handed. We're talking about Tar, Elvis, and The Fabelmans. Oscar and The Message of Never Giving Up. 4 acting awards at this year's Oscars were respectively given to Kwon Tae-hui, Best Supporting Actor; Jamie Lee Curtis, Best Supporting Actress; Michelle Yeoh, Best Actress; and Brendan Fraser, Best Actor. The four faces represent different skin colors, ethnicities, and ages, but their lives and careers tell the audience the same story: never give up. They are all faces over 50 years old, receiving their first Oscar nomination in their career and winning. A reward is not only recognizing their ecstasy incarnation in a particular work, but also honoring those resilient people for not giving up. The story of being abandoned by Hollywood, more than 3 decades on the screen with Kwon Ke-hui's lackluster roles, is something that audiences only know after he won the 2023 Golden Globe. Brendan Fraser's youth is associated with the golden decades of Hollywood. But going through the peak of his career, Fraser also experienced events, buried, forgotten in illness, in the turning of the film industry. But The Whale brought Brendan Fraser back to rave reviews and critical acclaim. On stage at the 95th Academy Awards, Fraser likened himself to a whale, having to dive to the deepest ocean floors before finding his way back up. At the Oscars 2023, Michelle Yeoh made her name in film history as the first Asian American actress to win the Best Actress award, preparing for a stunning leap out of the water. The victory is sweeter when the role that brings that success to Do Ong-tu Quinn is a mother who knows how to apologize to her daughter in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And the moment the name Do Ong-tu Quinn was called, the actress knew that in her home country of Malaysia, she had a mother watching over her, and was proud of herself. On the Oscar stage, Do Ong-tu Quinn gave a brief but warm speech and touched billions of hearts and went viral globally, as Variety commented. The speech read, "Dear little girls, this boy who looks just like me is watching this show tonight. This is a symbol of hope and possible. And ladies, don't let anyone tell you you're past your peak. This is proof that dream big, because big dreams come true. Never give up. I want to dedicate this award to my mother, to every mother in the world. Because they are true superheroes, and without them, none of us would be here tonight. My mother is 84 years old, and I will bring this award back to her. Right now she is watching live TV in Malaysia with our family and friends. I am bringing the reward. I love you all. This is for everyone. Oscar." Even so, it's still too safe in 2021. The slap of Will Smith to Chris Rock once saved the rating of the 94th Academy Awards. But it was also a scandalous moment that tarnished the reputation of the award, when an action violence overshadowed the show's purpose of glorifying the beauty. A year has passed, but who remembers the work that won the Oscar for Best Picture of the 2022 Oscars? Coda. A few days before the 95th awards ceremony, people still replay the story of Will Smith apologizing, but Chris Rock has not forgiven. Maybe that's why the organizers of this year's Oscars are not looking for innovation, but an operating process that can be old but safe. Of course, we still see here and there efforts to change the winds, such as changing the red carpet to a champagne-colored carpet or free live reporting of the awards ceremony. But a minimalist version for the deaf, on YouTube. If changing the color of the carpet only makes the MCs tired when they have to remember the phrase champagne carpet instead of the red carpet, the remaining effort makes the audience a moment of confusion and shock. AMPA's tendency to seek safety is reflected in the fact that they invited Jimmy Kimmel back as host of the show. He successfully led the Oscars ceremony of 2017 and 2018. In his third return to the Oscars, Kimmel continued to give the audience a generous and humorous welcome speech. He poked people. And like every year, some of the jokes made the audience laugh, while others made them wince. This a little bit, mocked the other a little bit. This year's Oscars ceremony has abandoned the unconventional approach, handing out some subcategories first and then replaying a video recording of the winner's acceptance speech. They returned to the traditional way of doing things, with the awards being announced, given, and received directly on stage in a short and quick way. which was met with backlash when it was tested last year. Interspersed with performances of soundtrack songs from famous stars. Overall, the 95th Academy Awards ceremony is familiar and close to the audience. It's reminiscent of Oscar night scenarios back in the days when the show was at its peak, except, of course, that audiences weren't interested.